was another senseless school shooting today in Evergreen, Colorado. I'm Eric Stern, and this is what we're talking about today on The Drive. Three students, including the suspect, were shot today and are in critical condition and being treated at local hospital, St. Anthony's. Reports of the shooting came in a little after noon today. There's not a whole lot of information yet on how it happened or why it happened or who did it. But the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department said a handgun was used in the shooting itself. President Trump, I challenge you. Sir, you have done a whole lot of things right since you became president, and I know you can take care of this. The solution is simple. It is simple. Pass a law, executive order, whatever it is you have to do. But get armed guards in our schools and get metal detectors in our schools and protect the children of our country like the judges in our country are protected. Because in my opinion, the children of our country deserve it a whole lot more than the judge. President Trump, again, I know you can do this. Get it done, sir. Get it done. Folks, this one hits very close to my heart. Right after I moved to Colorado, shortly after I moved to Colorado, my son's school, Platte Canyon High School, was taken over by an active shooter, and there was a few people right after I moved to Colorado. Shortly after I moved to Colorado, my son's school, Platte Canyon High School, was taken over by an active shooter. I can't even begin to explain to you how this makes you feel to get the phone call or get the notification that your child's school has been taken over by an active shooter or there has been an active shooter in their school. I can't even begin to explain to you how it feels to be waiting at the elementary school, the location where they're bringing all the children after the situation is done, and wondering if your child is one of the children that got shot. It's a horrible feeling, folks. It's a completely horrible feeling, and my heart totally goes out to the families that are going through this today. My heart totally goes out to all the families and all the students of Evergreen High School. These shootings are senseless, and there's absolutely no reason for them to happen. I don't understand why these things are still happening in our country today, and they happen way too often. So far, there's been over 23 shootings from what I read. Over 23 school shootings so far this year in the United States. And that doesn't even include the shootings that have taken place on college campuses. That's just K through 12. Folks, it irritates the living hell out of me that these school shootings are still taking place, that our government and our politicians haven't done anything to protect our children in schools. I just don't understand it. It is totally senseless for these things to happen. There's no reason for them to happen. There are ways of keeping schools safe. I mean, we keep judges safe in every courthouse across America. How many judges do you hear getting shot across America? I can't recall of hearing of one. Not one in the last 15, 20 years. So there's obviously ways of keeping buildings safe and secure. If we can do it for judges in courthouses, then why aren't we doing the same thing for our children at schools? Why aren't we putting armed guards in schools and metal detectors to make sure these things aren't happening? Is it cost? Is it because we don't want to spend the money to keep our children safe? Is it because we're worried about how a gun in the school being held by a police officer or an armed guard, how that might make children feel. Are we not doing it because we don't want our children walking through metal detectors? None of that makes sense to me. I mean, for the love of humanity, people, we know how to do it. Why aren't we doing it? It just makes no sense to me, folks. It really doesn't. There's no need for one more child, one more teenager, one more student to have to die in school. There's no reason why we can't keep these places safe. If it's about the money, then we need to spend the money. We spend the money on everything else in this country. Why can't we spend it on our children? Our children are our most valuable asset. Why wouldn't we spend whatever money it takes to keep them safe? And again, we know how to do it. We know how to do it. But instead, every time one of these school shootings happen, all I hear on the news is about, oh, gun control and gun violence. It's asinine anymore. It's totally asinine anymore. It's not about the guns. Guns to keep our children safe. Just like you do in courthouses, just like you do in banks, just like you do for a number of things. It's well known how to keep buildings safe and how to keep facilities safe. Why aren't we doing it? I'll tell you what, we need to smarten up and we need to start demanding from our politicians and demanding from our government that the money gets spent, no matter how much it is, to get this done. Every school in our nation should have metal detectors. Every school in our nation should have an armed guard at every entrance to every building. It's just asinine to think of not doing it. No more of our children need to die. No more kids, no more students, no more, period, no more. We deserve better. Your children deserve better. We pay taxes for this. We pay for it all. So we need to start making sure that the money is spent where it needs to be spent. The children of our nation, the schools of our nation. There is nothing more important than that. Again, my heart totally goes out for the families of Evergreen High School. And my prayers are with them. And I totally hope that the children that got shot, the kids that got shot, I hope to God that they turn out okay. Again, folks, this is senseless, and we need to demand more for our government. Please send out prayers to the people that are going through this. Send out prayers for the children that got shot, and we'll see you next time on The Drive.